I am organizing my entire LEGO collection of 100,000 pieces. My goal is to be more efficient when working on my LEGO City and LEGO mock builds. Today I'm going to show you how I currently have my pieces organized, take you along with me as I organize my LEGO into the new system, and share with you any knowledge I have on LEGO organization. Whether you're a LEGO City builder like me or just a fan of LEGO, you also might have extra pieces. No matter how many pieces you have though, the question is, how do we organize them in a way that is easily accessible and best for the space that I have? From when I first started building LEGO to now, I've been using a Ziploc bag system. This system is really useful if you have a small amount of pieces and you're trying to put them into like a drawer or a box or even like a little plastic bucket. Here is LEGO organization tip number 1. Separate by part type. I learned this lesson the hard way. When I started organizing my LEGO, I organized it by color. And let me tell you, my eyes were strained for days. My eyes! Whenever I tried to use my extra pieces or when I built my first mock, literally my eyes were coming out of my head. I had a headache because I was trying to differentiate shapes that were all the same color instead of just trying to differentiate colors in a certain piece type. For instance, here's all of my 8x brick and you can just see, like tan, like I need tan, like boom, tan, it's right there. But definitely when you have the same color together, you're like, is that a 8x, is that a 6x? And then you gotta like,
Why are you the way that you are?
That was what happened when it's the exact face and noise.
Stop it. Get some help.
Every LEGO person makes when they're trying to tell parts by piece, not color. After you've gotten your pieces separated by part type into bags, life is awesome. You are just getting more sets, getting more pieces, maybe building a few more mocks, and then all of a sudden, you have a lot of LEGOs. It is hard to find what piece you need in the bags. My best example is all of my 2x brick. Yeah, like look at this. Like try to find a piece that you might have 1 or 2 of in this bag. It's so awful. Like I literally, this is half my building experience. I'm just like, so once you have too much LEGO, what do? How do you organize it to where it works for you and not against you? You have 2 options. You could go through and divide each of these big bags into smaller bags so that you have, for instance, all of your green modified tile or modified plate in one little baggie inside your big baggie. So you could go through and organize all by color. So then when I need this 2x tile, you take all the little bags out of the big bag and you're like, where's the color I need? Boom, right there, take it out, right? Or if you're like me, and you want to kind of get into the drawer shelving, you'll buy a system of these little drawers that you can pull out, and that's what I did. Now there are other YouTubers that go like super hard into this, like a few I can think of, like Brixie has a huge drawer system, or like a fan of LEGO on YouTube, their system of these is ginormous. So there are varying levels of investment and that just depends on how much space you have. I bought 4 of these and that is going to mainly service the colors and piece types that are small and that I use the most. These are the Acro Mills drawers that I bought, and I have 4 of them. They have 4 rows of the little drawers, and then they have 3 rows 4 across of the big drawers. And I've gotten those like with dividers so I can put multiple pieces in there. As you can see, this is my first drawer. It's my light bluish gray, and we've got the tiles and the plate 1 by 1 in this one, and it's super easy to pop out when you need it, and then we're gonna stick that back in there like that. Next to the plates and the tiles, we have our 1 by 1 like rounded tiles and 1 by 1 studs. As I'm going through and organizing, I'm kind of figuring out what I want in each of the columns, and so I'm trying to again go by smallest pieces to larger. So the next thing I'm going to sort through are my 2x2 plate, 2x2 tile, and my 2x2 modified plates. Then I'm hoping to go 3x plate, 4 by plate, 6 by plate, 8 by plate, and then maybe like smaller slopes. Lego organization tip number 2, definitely don't feel like you have to spend money all the time. For instance, this set of shelves only came with a certain amount of dividers, and I wanted dividers in all of them. So instead of spending $100 on dividers, I just used the boxes they came in and the ones they provided and cut these to size. Now, in terms of colors that I wanted to use, let's talk about those. We've got light bluish gray, we've got dark bluish gray, we've got black and white. So they're very, very common colors. Common colors that I intend on using a lot. Now, being a Lego city builder, I'm going to be using a lot of neutral colors and things that are used in buildings. So we've got our tans, we've got our dark tans, we've got our nougats, we've got our dark nougats, browns. We've also got our olive greens and our sand greens, as well as our dark and regular greens. I have an empty row here that I need to figure out what I want to put there. And over here we have more of like our primary colors. We've got dark reds and reds, we've got a ton of yellows, we've got our blues. This row is also interesting because I have a lot of translucent pieces. So I think this might just be like the row where we do translucent pieces and maybe like minifigure accessories or things like that I tend to use a lot. It is time for me to stop yakking and start sorting because all of these bags are all full of pieces. It is finally complete. I have a clear floor and we have filled cabinets with Lego, and I have them labeled. Can you tell I bought a label maker? We have these 3 shelves over here, and we have this one over here. Let's go over what's inside of them. Let's start over here with our first 3. We've got our light bluish gray on top, dark bluish gray, black, and white that we went over before, but I finally went through, I labeled all of these, and I figured out what I was gonna put in each one. We have all of our 1 bys, we have 2 bys, 3 bys, 4 by, 6 by, 8 bys, and then we have cheese slopes. So I think this really worked out in terms of the size of each of the drawers, and I think that it worked out all the way down. And so that's what the first 4 rows are. They're just in different colors. You can see that we've got the little color labels here. We've got tan, dark tan, nougat, and dark nougat, and so it's the same across the board. So this one is gonna be 2 by plate, this one's gonna be 3 by plate, well, we don't have any of those. This is gonna be 4 by plate, this is gonna be 6 by plate. We had enough of the little drawers left to where I could use them for other pieces that I use quite frequently. Got plants, which I use a lot of. We've got leaves separated by like the regular summer and then springtime, and we've got fall time leaves. We've got some flowers. This tells you how small my little area is. The fact that I had to move my chair from out in front of my desk so that I could show you just kind of shows you how small this area is. You're probably asking what's going on with all the other colors because you had more colors than just those. And to that, I would say we are still using bags, but our bags are way more specific and organized. So we have all of our 4 by tile, but in this bag, we have all the different colors sorted out. We do have another pull-out shelf here, and this has all of our extra large plates. So it's got a ton of 8 by 8, 6 by 6s, 16 by 8s, all of that good stuff, and I've got those separated into specific sizes as well, which is nice because I think this covers everything that I need to be accessible, and all of my smaller pieces and my smaller bricks are more accessible. My larger plates are accessible, but a little bit more work. The colors that we didn't separate into the little drawers, they're still accessible, but you know, I didn't prioritize those. Altogether, going through all of the bags took me way longer than I had originally anticipated, but it is complete. It is done. Between working and adulting, it has taken me 12 days to film and organize all of this. And yeah, you were a reason it also took 12 days, because you just kept getting on the desk and knocking the pieces all over the place. But I couldn't be happier. Building with my spare parts is about to be a breeze, and I am so thankful that I did this. I already feel so much better when I'm going to look for pieces, and when I ask even my wife if I'm on the couch, you know, building, being like, hey, could you grab this bin? It's super helpful, and I'm so excited. I hope this video has inspired you to think about how you organize your Lego and how you can make it work for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you got to the end of this long video, in the comments below, comment Sweet Victory. And also tell me if you enjoy these SpongeBob references or if I'm just a nerd. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more Lego adventures, and friends, until next time, keep building. All right, she's gonna be here the rest of the video. So you're gonna see a cattail. You just gotta let it go. Or you can bask. You can bask in the cuteness of my cats. Your choice. The other parts, the beginning, the other ones that you said beforehand, before you fixed the first, that's good. Thank you, future self. Dab. Yeah, man, maybe I am a nerd. I just dabbed. So much filming is gonna happen. You're gonna see a lot of videos in this shirt, because I'm filming so many videos today.